YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. This is the first episode that I have ever done of a state of the studio, and I have used this expression, copying Charlotte Shell's creative chaos, without asking, and I'm sure it will be okay. I think she has an excellent idea with just taking a moment to take stock of where we've been and where we're going to go and plans and all that kind of stuff. So she does it every quarter, and that seems like a good frequency, but I reserve the right to change my mind. So I'm going to put that with the ring whenever I get to it. So this, I don't know that you can see all of it, but these are a lot of the journals that I made this year and some that I made other years. And I want to, so we're just going to clean off my desk so we can do a quick tally in no particular order of journals that we have made this year, just to have a boo-a-roo at what we've done. Boo, I had a pen in here somewhere. Here it is, my gel pen, my crystal pen. So, 2023, this is the coffee journal. And I think almost all, if not all of these, are available on a flip through Friday playlist that I have, so I'm not going to go through them. So I remember this one. This one was fun. Oh, of course, you open it and what do you get? A shaker card. Enjoyed that. So we have a coffee journal. That's one. So I was doing, for first part of the year, a random generated journal. This was, oh yeah, that was Apple. That's Apple, Apple in Braille. The Apple journal. And I was using a random selection dice to pick topic and color scheme and all those kinds of things. And it was really important for me as somebody with some brain challenges to have some of the decision making taken away from me. So as opposed to I can make whatever journal I want, to having the focus of we are going to make a coffee journal, we are going to make an apple journal, we are going to make a specific topic, and deciding those design elements up front meant that I could actually begin, middle, and end and actually get journals. So for anybody who doesn't know where to start, I think I have another playlist of random selections so you can see what that process actually is. But this process, really, really important. What was this one? I don't remember this. As soon as I open it, I'll go, oh yeah. Nope. Was this math? Was this a science book? It's very pretty. I have no recollection whatsoever of this book. Oh my goodness. It must be a science journal because I've got drafting and, ooh, handmade paper that I made. Like that. Yeah, this must have been, yeah, this was a science journal that I made. Yes, plus sign. Yes, okay, all right. So that was another random, I think it was random? I don't know if this was randomly generated or not, but this is another one. So there was, let's call it the math journal. This was probably the first journal that I finished in 2023. My goodness. And this is the stamp journal. What do I want to say? I was really interested in doing journals, and I didn't know how to complete them, maybe? Create a methodology that I could have a beginning, middle, and end. I had 2 journals that were on the go. This was on the go from 2022. It lay stagnant, and this is a stamp journal in case you're generally interested. And I wanted to do more journals because this was really a lot of fun, but I didn't know how to finish it. Is this stuck together? Or is it supposed to be a pocket? I think it's supposed to be a pocket. Never mind. I won't rip it then. Oh, cute. So this was a sea change journal in that I was able to create a practice of working on journals, a creative practice. And this was the fruits, I guess, of the first one. And I think this was probably the first one that I filmed as well. So this is an important, like I say, a sea change journal. I've got that one. That one's important. Oh, Junk Journal January 2023. So I did one last, whoa, hey, hoo-ha. Yes, 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 we surely did things. Oh, was this the one where they had the snowsuit? Was she the snowsuit one? She might have been the snowsuit. I remember losing my mind. Oh yeah, that's Sherlock Holmes, Baker Street. Some correspondence. That's hilarious. These I like. I don't know how I attached them. Yes, I sewed them. That's how they are without washi tape. It's good to go over your old stuff. Ooh, that's a lot of fish going on there. Ooh, specimen. Like that. Okay, so we're not going to flip through them all. So this is a Junk Journal January. So I have 2 columns. I have sort of a self-generated journal make, and I have these are longs, and this is, let's call them self-generated. So that's one of the longs. I think I did more than one. I'm running out of room up here, but that's okay. What's this one? This one. Oh, I remember the penguin. The penguin made me laugh. Oh, this is so nice and soft. What was this for? Anyone? Bueller? If you've been with me, you probably know what this journal means. I think this might have been a witchy journal. Would have been after the bee journal because it's a scrap from that. I think this was a witch's journal. This was a witch's journal. Witch's lab book kind of thing. A water witch. That's it. Wow. That was a lot of work. There we are. This one was particularly interesting, I think. Well, I find them all interesting because I was doing new things every single time, which is something that really motivates me. And that was I wove the cover. And the cover took a long time to do. And this also was one of the first times that I did some more involved jewelry. So we've got that one. Those are fun that I'll just show later. Oh yeah, this. I love this field diary. This is a folio that I saw somebody do. And again, the references will be available. Yes. Love this. So this, to me, still sticky, is an Egyptologist's field book. But this person is an artist, taking, just drawing what is coming out of the ground and what is already in the ground, taking notes. No lie, I love To the Power of the Sun that there is a paintbrush, and you could, if you were a watercolorist, take this and use it because there is enough charged paint in here to be able to do some watercoloring. I love the color of this. I love the feel of it, the size of it. That one's an unctuous one. So let's tie this one up. Not shown, I have a working journal, which is my Blue Jays journal. Blue Jays baseball team. What's this one? This one is, this is the, oh yeah, I wanted to see if I could take a what? A Your Creative Studio kit and just use it to make a pretty journal. And the answer is 100%. So that's journal Your Creative Studio. There we are. This mound is going to fall over in a minute. What is this one? Oh, I think I know what this one is. Yep. This is the Giving Love to Shabby Dabby Doodah. She was having a very difficult time, and it was a bunch of the community decided, oh, I like that one a lot. Decided to download a bunch of her kits as a way of showing support, and then I made a journal out of it. Yeah, this is all right. It's pretty. Oh dear, that's a smush. What's that? Oh, this is a boiled book page. Yes. Okay, so that is Shabby Dabby Doodah. Shabby Dabby Doodah. Support. There's that one. Not shown, and I have no idea where it went. It's somewhere, I am certain, because I would not have given it away. It's gonna tip. The Munchy Crunchy. Munchy Crunchy Summer Journal. Methods. I do not. Oh yeah, so this was me creating a journal. This is totally blank. It is a flippy flop. This was inspired by Kirsten at Quirky Queens, because she made one. And I remember even this motion of being able to squish the journal in your hands and bend it back and forth. She is a fabulous artist. She does a lot of really interesting jelly plating and abstract art. It's really glorious to watch her work. And as with all things, totally impressionable. I see somebody do something on the internet. It's like, I want to do that now too. So that, I don't, let's call it, it's the flip-flop. Flippy floppy. Kirsten journal. There we are. Oh, Junk Journal July. That goes on that side. I love these kind of openings where they square and then you just sort of tick it over the back. So fun. Oh, this is a book. Oh yeah. Ah, okay, so this one I used, this is, where is he? Ha ha! Yes, so this is where Mr. Cheekbones, Tom Cheekbones, came up. So I used almost exclusively as ephemera paper supports the July Journal With Me kit that Cindy at Studio Lou gives out every month on her Patreon account. I remember this. This is so yummy. Oh yes, and I remember this too. Homesick for the Smell of Pine Air. So this was also when I started doing the Oracle of Nancy. So I had Nancy Drew book, and I would randomly open a page and then just look for some quotation that was applicable to that. So this is Emo Walleye Day. I can't remember what this is, but he's hidden in an old cave about 6 miles from here. It's called Gordon's Grotto. That feels like somebody telling somebody else about the large fish that is always escaping being caught. Sparkled with excitement. Yeah. This was so fun. That's YouTube. I don't know what that was, but I know that's the picture. The Surveyor. Fiddlesticks. Excitable by nature. 100%. Oh yeah, her chaperones. Yeah, I remember this. This was hilarious because I had used two different, I used the bottoms somewhere, I think, and then the top somewhere else, and then I put them together, and that just made me laugh. Yeah. That was a good one. So I think what I will do for Junk Journal January 2024 is the same kind of thing. Use one of Cindy's kits because they're just, they're eclectic. They have a lot of everything, but just enough, not too much. And a wide variety of subjects and styles and colors. And it is almost impossible not to find something that fits. Oh yeah, the other thing that I did with these pages was I did a long scroll. So that's another one. Now then, for what I call S&Gs, this is the very first journal that I ever made. I was watching, it was during the during the awful times of the pandemic, and I was watching somebody, probably Gail Augustinelli, because I think she was the first person that there were other people that I was watching, but they were more artists as opposed to making a journal maker. And I remember watching her make a journal from beginning to end, as she did a lot during the pandemic, because there were a lot of us that were just wandering around lost, looking for something to do. I might sneeze, pardon me. Oh, pardon me. And I remember saying, okay, fine, I will take random pieces of paper, fold them together, and then see what I get. And as soon as I did that, so this was my brain going, oh, I get it. Like, I totally get it. And I think the second journal, one of these two, and I don't know which one it might be. Might have been this one. Yeah, so I think it went 1, 2, 3. So this was the second one that I ever did. And this was a covered dollar store book. Yep, this is 100% Gail Augustinelli pockets. And I am so grateful for her to have put so much love and time and energy into putting so much information out into the world. She meant so much to me during the pandemic. Yeah, this is 100% her. Oh, and yes, because I can remember seeing her do things and then literally have not changed much, copied her relentlessly. She did a thing, okay, I'll do a thing. Not bad with the color harmony. I mean, you know, really not bad. Yeah, I'm doing coffee dyeing, plunking along. That's fun. And then this one was my next one, which feels really industrial and sciencey. I love making journal, I think scruffy. I have come to the conclusion this year, that's one of the things, accomplishments. I would say I have a scruffy style. So it's and by scruffy, I mean, you know that it's a working book. It's something that's thrown in a bag and, you know, used in a lab. It's taken outside. It's traveled. It's working. It's not a fine thing that is, you know, placed in a pristine area. It has a commonplaceness to it. Anyways, this was me just going woohoo, thinking of making. So this is the working book. And I haven't been into this one in a very long time. This is dollar store paper. Oh, okay, that's just a note. That's fun. Ooh, all right. More dollar store stuff. Yeah, and I was even marking just like an industrial kind of, this is a tag, okay, it is going to be delivered on the 10th, delivered on the 7th. This is duct tape. I ended up stapling on. Okay, that's production line 54. Like this is, it comes from somewhere. Lab 2. Ooh, wow. I did not mean for this to be a flip through, but this is what is ending up being. Oh, where's the stitching? Okay. Yep. I'm doing stitching. It's so funny. What's in here? Okay, cool. Oh, that's attached. Okay, fun. What does that say? Trials and research. Okay, no info. So this is line 5. That's production line 5. This, oh, this is a matchbook. Oh, fun. And I started to make journals for other people. And I basically just said, hey, do you want me to make you a journal? And they would say yes, and then I would do it. And I think there's probably one put through that I can do. I'm gonna let that go. It's gonna be, okay. And then the last one that I have is also not, so those 3 were not from this year. They were from a couple of years ago. And this was one of the first kits, I think, that I did, which was animated nature. It's very brown. It's very neutral. And I liked it a lot. It's like I was clawing at something. I wanted to create something, but I didn't know how. And I think these are all really important because you have to try. Sometimes you have to do things wrong to do them right. And sometimes you have to do things to learn the things that allow you to do it the way you want to. So there's a lot of work that's got to flow through. Oh, yes. And I would be remiss. This is my bee journal. This is the last one. This one I made this year for sure. Love this journal. Really, really love it. So it's 4 signatures. Each signature is designed as like a honeycomb, I guess. I don't know what, after all this bee journal, I still don't know what it's called. Inside, I don't know if you can see that, there are bees. So this is like a honeycomb. And C3, and that goes in like that. Yeah, there's a shaker card in here. I can tell. Is it? Yep. This was another sea change for me because I made a book that wasn't a journal. Or I made a journal that wasn't a classic journal. It's something different. So the bee journal. I just really, really like this one a lot. It's so different. And again, a sea change in terms of this is no longer a single folio journal. It's something different, something more. And I really like that. And I'm not going to put that over there because it's going to tip. I'm just going to push it down here. So that, I think, is the tour of the journals that I did. So I did 2 journal longs, and I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my God, I did 12 journals. I would not have called that at all. My nose is running because I sneezed. Hang on, I'll be right back. And it's a baker's dozen because I just got my Kleenex and we have the December Daily. December Daily goes here. Because that's in a long. So 12 journals that I made and then 3 alongs. Wow, that's a journal a month. I would totally not have called that. I thought that I had done maybe 6. I thought I would have done about half that. Huh. Well, there we are. So that's the review of kind of where we're at. So we've done that and that. Accomplishments. So what did I do this year? What did I do this year? That I'm proud of? Well, first and foremost, I have made journaling friends. No, I have made friends. They do not need qualifiers. I have friends who are artists. That's really important to me. I created a strong art practice. And my proof, pardon me, my proof is this video will have the 361st video, which is a huge production. That's almost a video a day. I'm 4 off. That was so not my intention. Like, so not my intention. It just kind of happened that way. I tried all kinds of new things. So by new things, new techniques of new techniques, materials. What else is there? Colors. Okay. What else did I do? You may be screaming, going, oh my stars, can you not know that you did this thing? Drop it in the comments. Always happy to read those. What else did I do? It was a tough summer because of all the stupid construction. And the construction kept me confined to quarters because of the industrial activity was just way too much for my brain to cope with. And so I didn't do as much dyeing and paper playing and all that kind of stuff. Well, that's okay. Clearly, I was happy inside doing all of the things. So there were other things. So accomplishment, there were other alongs that I did. So Mass Make March. Cindy at Studio Lou. Inktober, which is supposed to be a doodling along, but I used it to do painty papers on dictionary pages. I did Trovember, which is a collage. So January, March, July, October, November, sort of December. Did I do anything else? No, but I've done things in prior years. Not like this isn't enough, you understand. So, It's 2023 in review. Okay. I'm going to say it's a 10 out of 10. Because that was, it's so much creative energy when you see it down like this. And that's thrilling to me. And I think another really important thing, so another accomplishment is that art practice what do you call it? You have no idea what that hand motion means. It's part of foundational mental health. Is a foundational mental health practice. I have a lot of others. This also helped. And I think that I did all this while working through a lot of mental health issues is amazing. I am going to do another 10 out of 10 there because I did great. Like, I seriously did great. Not going to lie. Okay. We can always come back. So, 2024. And for 2024, a calendar. Wow, I got a higher thickness of paper, and it really does make a difference. Feels different. So January, so Junk Journal January. Junk Journal July. October. November. There is going to be a December journal, whatever that is. And I'll just call it December Daily for now. It might be, depending on what December looks like, I might do that. But there will be a December journal, I'm pretty sure. All things being equal and the creek don't rise. March. So this is going to be Blue Jays baseball. Like I say, that's a working journal, so I make that journal so that I see a lot of baseball games. Baseball is sort of my my sport, and I live close enough to go, and I score games, and so I have a place to put my games that are scored. So I have the Edith Holden project, and I think I called the thing Cindy at Studio Low created incorrectly as a book of lists. It is a book of firsts, like first blue jay, first crocus, first whatever. And this is, those are both year-long projects. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 months. Oh, okay. Well, 6 months out of the year. The Blue Jays journal is fairly fast, meaning it's just a blank journal. It's nothing fancy. It's really a lot of pockets, and then we're done. So what did I do? So things I what do we want to call this? Stuff I want to do? So I want to boil books. Echo print. Jelly print. And hilariously, Cindy at Studio Lou said she got a marbling kit for Christmas, and I have had a marbling kit that has gone unopened for over a year. So whenever she gets to that marbling kit, I am certain I am gonna go, hey, I've got a thing, let me try that. I've also done it with shaving cream and ended up with really smelly pages, and I think I know what I did wrong. So once we fall down that rabbit hole, whenever you're ready, Cindy, no pressure, I will be right along behind you, yelling, me too, me too, me too. So marble paper. What else do I want to do? Oh! Yeah! So I took Christmas presents into my own hands this year, and I gave my friends, I asked them, hey, do you know what to get me for Christmas? And they'd look at me and they go, no, not really. And then I would go, here. So I was able to carve out, you can get me these colors of beam paints, you can get me these colors of beam paints. So I have now a very modest collection of beam paints. Again, following Cindy at Studio Lou, because I am very impressionable, but I didn't have to buy them, you see. Everybody wins in this scenario. They got something that they knew I would like. I lost my tiny cricket mind getting beam paints for Christmas. What else did I suggest that people, so this gorgeous book, I think I thrifted this, but I wrapped it and gave it to myself. And this has got binding, it's book binding ideas. And I want to have a look at different ways of binding books, because these look really interesting. Like, this is completely different than some of the other types. The standard pamphlet stitch. And I'm just interested. So I want, wow, okay, I'm gonna look at that. So I want to try different book binding. What else do I want to do? Oh, I have a friend of mine who wants to do a garden, and she and I have different uses for gardens, but I want to like plant a dye garden. So work on a dye garden. Yes, okay. Work on a dye garden. So another thing that last year, I wanted to put myself on a thrifting diet that failed spectacularly. I did not only meet the prior year's goal, but I exceeded it like nobody's business. I bought all of the things all of the time because I think what happened was I understood what I was looking for. And I spent so much time acquiring things and so little time making things that I am off balance. So, idea one, put that aside. Second idea, Burning Man. I don't know if you've ever heard of that festival that happens in the, I think they call it the Plata in Nevada, where everybody sort of comes together and they spend a weekend. This year's Burning Man was awful because there was torrential rain and everybody got stuck and it was an absolute horrid mess. Long story short, they have principles of that festival, and they use the word radical in a couple of their points. And they don't mean radical as in protest and violent and all that kind of stuff. They mean radical in the sense of extreme. So things like radical acceptance. Just accept whatever the thing is. Just accept it. And the idea of all or nothing sometimes breaks a barrier. So in one of the, possibly too much sharing, in one of the therapies that I had to do some kind of, I needed a behavior change, let's just call it that. And we were working incrementally and I was doing fine. There was no problem whatsoever, but I was stalling at about a halfway point. And my healthcare circle said, let's just try to go all the way. You know that you can do it. You know you have the skills. You know you have everything. Just try. Just don't worry about the incremental. Just try. And in the act of just trying, once I had a base, it worked. And so here is my thought. This may blow up in my face. No thrifting. All I can do is replace what I use. Some principles. I got a lot of stuff now. Let's just write these down. So 1, I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of paper, paint, washi, fabric, yarn, thread, beads, tools, book covers, ephemera. What else do I have a lot of? Ink, markers, stencils, and I have the ability to, 1, make what I don't have, i.e. a stencil or a bead, buttons, Lord, and 2, I can modify paper like nobody's business now. I have a working knowledge of I can take this, and if I want to use it as is, I can do that, but I can do mark making, book boiling, jelly plating, coffee dyeing, spritzing, stenciling, whatever. So this is no longer my end state. It is my beginning state. And that is a sign of progress. So I can do all these things. So I should, theoretically, I have, enough. And I feel like I should show this to you now so you know that I'm not cheating. Another Christmas gift. Haha, because my friends are awesome. This. So we will open this maybe on Thursday or at some point. That's amazing. I have enough. I have literally enough. So I think that's important. So that's I don't want to do. So let's sort of make a there. The other thing that shopping does, shopping takes time away from making. Which I think is also an important principle. In my career, one of the things that I was a member of, sort of a senior member of a high performance team, and one of my strengths and responsibility was under strategic planning and planning in general. And one of the chronic conversations that I would have with people, my team, was the following. And I will show it to you in a diagram, which I always had to put on the whiteboard. Because seriously, we weren't paying attention. So today, this is 24 hours or 8 hours or whatever. And we have that full of stuff. We have a third of it is sleep, a bunch of it is work. We have something called ADLs, which is bathing, eating, cleaning up, and so forth. And then this is, let's call this hobbies. The other stuff. And we say, okay, I want to, in the workplace, they would say, we want to do more work. In our personal lives, we would say, we want to do more work. So we want to do, say, more exercising. I want to read 100 books. I want to, I don't know, redecorate. I'm just making stuff up. Exercise will take time. Reading will take time. Redecorating will take time. So if this is your handful of your time budget that you get, you need to actually you need to do two things. You need to make the time for this, but in making the time, you have to reduce something. Because you have you're confined by 24 hours. We are never going to get 25. As a scientist, I am virtually certain that we will only have 24 hours in a day. Time-space continuum, law of the universe, 24 hours. And if you want to do something different, you have to stop doing something. And I'm describing this as much for my own benefit as anything, because I really love playing a couple of video games, and I need to stop. I don't need to stop. Stopping would give me more time to do some of these other things. So in the work exercise, they would say, okay, well, we want the group, let's say we have, this is Team A. And Team A is working like bananas. And so this is their time budget. And we have 4 people. Those 4 people work 8 hours a day. And so they have 32 hours. And they're chucking out probably 34 hours of work because they are coming in early, staying late, foregoing breaks, not having their lunch. And then the management group says, you know what? We need Team A to do 7 more hours. Can you make that happen? Yes. What do you want them to stop doing? Well, I don't want them to stop doing anything. Okay, so you need another person because you're asking them to do 7 hours. They're working more than their capacity, so you need to add 1. Bananas, it would make me. Still does. Why am I lecturing about this? Anyways, the whole point is goal making. If you want to do more of something, you got to do less of something else because time is fixed. And therefore, thrifting is not good. But thrifting does do one thing for me, and that's get me out of the house. So I need to replace that. With another out of the house driving activity, which is mental health prescription. Okay. Have I rambled on enough? And stuff I want to do, the other thing is other things that suit me. Grab my fancy. Is it here? It's not. There's a small one. So I found a blue jay feather, and I very periodically will find a Canada goose feather and or a red hawk feather. I'm gonna sneeze again. Pardon me. I want to see if I can make a quill. So that would be a grab my fancy. Can I make an ink quill from a bird feather? The answer is it can be made. The question is, do I know how to do it? And it will be a rabbit hole exploration. So I think that's all. I think that's all I have to say. I apologize for going down the rant, the work rant of time is finite, but it's a thing. It's finite. Trust me. Always has been. So that's what I think I'm going to do this year. Horseshoes and hand grenades. And tomorrow is January 1st, and I will start with the Edith Holden project, which is probably I'm going to refer to it probably as the EHP, and Junk Journal January, page 1. And we'll see where we get. Thank you so much for keeping me company during 2023. You mean the absolute world to me. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate having someone to talk to, having company, having a reason to show up. You have really meant so much to me. If you notice, one of the things is that the art practice is foundational to my mental health, and that is giving it structure and expression and all of those and interesting things. So much good things happen through art, and you are a key to that, and I really, really do appreciate it. I hope 2024 is full of health and peace wherever you are in the world, and we'll see you January 1st. Talk to you soon. Bye now.